Adventure, the last of the true Gloucester fishing schooners, has come home. Adventure is a survivor. She's here, she's a thoroughbred, and she's beautiful. Not only is Adventure the last of her breed, but even more important, she's the greatest highliner of them all, earning over $4 million in her 28 years of fishing. Adventure's keel was laid at the John F. James Yard in Essex in April 1926. She was to be a dory fisherman for Captain Jeff Thomas, his 15th in 26 years. On March 24th, 1934, after pounding ice off the rigging while fishing on Western Bank, Captain Thomas collapsed and died in the pilot house. Back in port, Adventure was turned over to Captain Leo Hines. At 33, he had already taken several schooners dory fishing, including the Gertrude L. Thibault. For the next 20 years, Leo and Adventure would land more fish than probably any other sailing vessel in American history.
That was pretty dangerous sometimes, dropping those dories. Sometimes when it's real rough, we'd have to stop the engine. If the weather was clear and fine, we'd space them out quite a distance, to cover more ground. Drop them on one side and then we'd steam along a while and then we'd drop the other side. He dropped a buoy already, and he's paying out the line there that goes from the buoy to the anchor. The anchor's in the dory. We'd have about 100 fathoms that line, and he'd run most of it out before they dropped the dories. And there'd be a buoy on the end of it. Now that's the old cook there helping out. Now that fellow's going to start rowing and the other fellow start paying out the line. The hooks, the baited hooks. We'd cover about 4 miles, the whole 12 dories. And the trawls would cover be about 4 square miles. Each tub of trawl had approximately 550 hooks. We usually only set about 3 tubs. Very seldom we ever set the whole 6 tubs. Each story had 6 tubs. Each tub would take about an hour. The 3 tubs should be about 3 hours pulling it in. But when they'd first start, the tide would be running, the current would be running pretty stiff, and it would take them a little longer. But as the tide slacked up, they do it much faster. That's haddock. Well, as soon as the first dories got aboard, of course, they start dressing. Sometimes we had a pretty good catch, because we'd make the second set before you would dress the fish. You wouldn't dress them down until evening, because you had 30 or 40,000 pounds of fish. It'd take about 2 or 3 hours to dress them all down and get them iced down. Well, sometimes we'd work around the clock. Well, they never get much sleep anyway. In the summertime, you'd get up probably 1 o'clock in the morning to bait the trawls. That would take 3 hours. Fish all day long and get them back aboard. They'd have to dress the fish, and they'd get 3 or 4 hours sleep. It was a sort of a challenge, and I don't know. I don't think I'd want to do it again.